Hello and welcome to Colleague 7 Sprint Review for 17.06.02. This is for the development undertaken between the 14th of June to the 27th of June. Starting with the sprint goal, and in the run-up to launch, in this sprint we undertook the delivery of error handling and licensing functionality within Colleague 7. We also continued to deliver on themes of connectivity, UI enhancement and email-related improvements. Okay, so looking at the high-level items, as part of our Go Live milestone, we were committed to deploying error handling throughout Colleague 7. This is important as it ensures all users are given a friendly tailored error message in the event of an issue occurring. It also ensures that we have a self-sustaining development model moving forwards. This means that when errors are experienced by users, they're logged automatically in the background without the user being aware or having to call the support desk should they not have time. With regards to licensing, we now have an overall license key with set user limits and expiry date, and we've also incorporated notification messages to advise on license expiry. Moving on to more user-based updates, we've added the option to link a candidate to a contact search in a similar way to which you can link a requirement to a candidate search, and this links in with our spec CV sent workflow that was introduced a couple of months ago, so you can complete this workflow from both angles now. In line with retaining version 6 functionality, we've updated the company history tab so that there is an option to pull through contact histories. And there is now the ability to add email signatures against user profiles from within the user maintenance area. We'll now go for a short demonstration on the key features from this sprint. Okay, the first point I want to cover is regards to the license key. So just as it is with version 6, when you're applying a license key to a system, it's allowing the number of licensed users that can access that system. There's also an expiry date associated with the license key. Now with regards to how it will be with 7, just as the same in terms of assigning the number of licensed users. In terms of the notifications relating to when the license key is due to expire, within the first 30 days, of the license key due to expire, users will start to see this notification come through on a daily basis, just advising the number of days left on the key and what course of action to take. If you're within 7 days of that license expiring, then on login you'll see this blue bar appear at the top there, just as a further insurance that you've been made aware that that license key is due to expire. You can OK that off, of course. Within the admin area, against the user maintenance section, you've got this section here now, which is confirming the number of licensed users that you have as part of your license key, the expiry date of that license key, the number of licensed users as of now in terms of users that you've got set up, and obviously the number of available users that can be assigned against the license key as well. So total number of your quota, total number of licensed users, and total number available at the moment in time. And that's the work that we've done with the license key. Next point of note is regards to error handling. And this is a key milestone that was in the roadmap for us in terms of bringing the product to launch. So as part of error handling, what that ensures is whenever a user is using the system and they stumble across an error, whether that be related to a data corruption of sorts or any kind of software failing, what's important is that the user experiences a tailored friendly error message and is essentially guided through the steps of how to either return to where they were or to obviously go through the process of informing the support desk and going down that route. So what we have now is an error summary that essentially appears whenever an error does occur, which is infrequent. Obviously, it's not a regular occurrence, but it can happen within software. So an error summary will appear. The error details will be minimized if you want to look at them. I appreciate that's not going to mean much to a number of users, but essentially it's there to obviously viewed. We have an email error log option that's there that you can click on, and that will just launch the email form, allowing you to enter anything you would like. But essentially, the error log is attached as a text file to this, and you can just send it on there. Alternatively, you can download the error log as a text file here, or you can return to the previous page, obviously before the error occurred, and that's the error handling that's now in place. As a main point of note with this is that although you've got obviously the option to email the error log, you've got the option to download the error log and view obviously the error summary. In the background, when an error occurs, we're being informed of that anyway. It's going into our systems being logged on our error log tables, and we're essentially going through the process of reviewing those logs and addressing those issues as and when they occur. So we have a self-sustaining error sort of development model now with regards to this. So that's the key element to this that we wanted to ensure was addressed. Another important feature that's been added to this release is the ability to be able to link a candidate with a contact search. So within the search area, just as within candidate you have the option to link a requirement, and then from there you can batch long list, short list and so on a group of candidates to a requirement. Now against a contact search you have the option to link a candidate. This is especially important when you have an instance of a saved list of contacts, or you have a fresh contact search results list, and you'd like to go about linking that to an existing candidate and then speculatively sending the candidate's CV to those contacts. So if I start by just bringing up a list of contacts just to demonstrate this, and then what you can do is from here you have the option to link the search to the candidate. There we go, and that links the candidate to the search. And then what you can do is highlight the different contacts that you'd like to approach or email even. You then have the option here to send the CV, or send the linked candidate CV, apologies, to these contacts in a speculatively send manner. So let's select a template, select inline CV, and that's our email that's going. Hit send. And then what we have is the option to either go to the linked candidate, or to link another candidate. If you link another candidate, that will essentially copy the search result and add that candidate, add the newly linked candidate to that search result. This one will stay as it is. You also have the option to go to the linked candidate. So if you want to click on that, that will then take you to the candidate that you linked to the search result. You have an option here to go back to the search, should you wish. And if you go to the spec CV sent tab of that candidate, just as if you went against the contact, you're going to see the instance where you've had this candidate's CV has been sent to that contact and these different contact records. You can then access the search from in here as well if you wish, access the contact record associated, and if they come back and confirm obviously they're interested, you then have the workflow to create a requirement from here as well. So this completes the spec CV sent workflow in terms of being able to send a candidate CV speculatively from the candidate record, but also from the contact search area as well. You can do that also. The next point to cover is the history tab and how it's been updated against a company record. Just as it exists within 6, there is now an option to show contact history. So that will pull through all of the associated histories for contacts that are allocated against this company record, all of those associated histories that may be listed against individually against those contacts. So we hit show contact history there, and it will add a contact name column to the overall table that you're seeing here. What that allows you to do is obviously click on and view those different contact histories that are associated. Any instance where the company name is appearing is obviously a company history, and obviously the contact history has the contact name listed there, but you can click on those and it bring through those histories as you would expect to see them. The last point of note relates to the email signature and how that's now updated or can be updated from the user maintenance area, as well as from a user's individual personal settings. So essentially the work that's been delivered here is so that when you are within user maintenance, when you click on a user, obviously their user details are here, but you've also got their email signature now here on the right hand side. An individual user can also within their own personal settings go to the email signature area and obviously update their own email signature here, but this is obviously catering for the need for an administrator being able to do that function as well, to be able to provide and update email signatures within here. So that's the work that's been done there. Following this sprint, and as alluded to, we've now delivered on a set of project milestones that now allows us to consider Colleague 7 as a live product. Our sales team have already begun reaching out to the client base to gauge interest and feedback, and it's been great to see how well this is being received, but please keep the feedback coming. Also, just to confirm that this format of fortnightly videos will continue. This isn't just for the build up to launch, this is our ongoing communication strategy to keeping clients informed on our progress. To give you a high-level summary on the roadmap for the next quarter, we're currently in a refinement stage, addressing feedback from demos and requests from beta clients who took the product early. The admin area will also be receiving work over July, as it's fair to say that our primary efforts have been focused on user workflows within the system. We have integration pieces with an Outlook plugin, diary management as a whole, follow or notification features, Skype, and then Broadbean. We're trying to keep an element of flexibility so that our objectives align with client demand, but in general our aim is to progress over the next 3 months as per what you're seeing here. The next video will be the sprint plan for 17.07.01, and as always this will contain a high level overview on the items we intend to work on during this sprint. Thanks for watching.